although we've come to the end of the road, still I can't let you go. It's unnatural. You belong to me, and I belong to you. Last lyrics don't really pertain to what we're talking about here, but I figured I might as well just go with the rest of the chorus, because Boyz II Men is awesome, and I'm glad that Motown Philly came back, because, it's good shit. Hey, it's Chris here. This is the last episode, the end of the road, why I picked that lyric there, of Misha's campaign. We're done. This is it. Next week is going to be a recap episode where we talk to her about some questions, pick her brain. She gives us a little backstory on information. After that, we're going to have an interview with the Pretending to Be People boys. I'm going to say that right one of these days. And then after that, we're going to hop into a campaign that I'm going to be running based off a newer Delta Green scenario. So stay tuned for that. But let's get to our fine Patreon folks. We got Taylor, Drowrin, Miles, Randy, Yam, Colby, Thomas, Randy G, Laszlo, HOVO, and newcomer Jeremy. I apologize that we didn't pick you up sooner. For whatever reason, it didn't give me a notification that you had joined. So I apologize, and I'm letting it be added now. So that's all I got. Hope you guys enjoy this episode, and let's dive into it.
Welcome, weary dreamscape travelers, to Nighttime Island Radio. The only place where sleep eludes you and dreamy pastures are always on the horizon. I will be your shepherd this evening, and you can call me Little Whispers. Just listen to my voice, and I will regale you of tales not your own, and hardships far, far away. Now just sit back, and let your mind wander, my sheep. Well, my little flock, the climax of our conclave has finally come. Our agent successfully completed the mission, Strauss no worse for wear, and they freed all the trapped people stuck in Azathoth's grasp. They also decided to extinguish the lives of all the older blind side-goers, and left the island without the knowledge of Huxley's body being removed entirely. It seems as if Frederick Mallows did indeed have multiple fail-safes, but alas, we have another 70 years or so to worry about that. As my little soiree finally comes to a close, I hope my weary sheep have found their peace in my tale and can find their slumber to the horizons of tomorrow. This is Little Whispers, signing off for Nighttime Island Radio. Sweet dreams, my little flock. Until next time.
Hey everybody, this is Misha. I just wanted to stop by and give a big, huge shout out to everyone listening. I just cannot believe the amount of support that was given throughout this entire campaign. I had this fear that no one would download any of our episodes because we switched things up, but I was proven wrong entirely, and I cannot be just more thrilled about that. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in, downloading. We see all the numbers and we see all the interactions, and it blew me away. Just blew me away. So thank you, everyone. I really appreciate it. Really makes me want to start on the next one and see where it goes. And I guess we'll see. But thanks so much, everyone. See ya.
I'm not.
You're getting quieter every time you do
I'm
that.
trying to. Like, I really want people to like be like, "Oh, she's so quiet," and then like turn up their volume, and then all of a sudden it's like, "Ah!"
I feel like you've created a very, very niche audience of Delta Green Chaos Engine specific ASMR enjoyers.
Oh. I'm gonna put that on my
It's like
business
an audience
card.
of one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, and they're like, they get the
Yeah, maybe
chills.
3.
Yeah. I'm thinking maybe more than one, but they get the chills on the back of their neck, and they're like, ooh.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
Exactly.
So, as a recap from last week, I'm a little bit sad because I kind of wanted to like end it all in like one big climactic episode, but there is some aftermath and some cleanup work that you guys want to do.
Yeah. So everybody involved in this cult has to die.
Yep.
That's just part one, and really, that's all parts. Everybody in this island has to die. I think.
Yeah, part of me is kind of nervous that like we might have to kill like Hogan and Whisper to be safe because we don't know who's part of this, who's this backup plan. And while they did bring us here, like, and I want to trust them on that part, I just don't. I
Loose
don't
ends.
know. I don't know.
Too many loose ends.
And without us knowing who this other family is, like,
I'm going to pretend
Yeah.
we're actually talking about this. So I'm going to be like,
Yeah,
I don't
so Wes-
think we need to do that.
West, you're sure you didn't get any information about this other family?
I have got nothing. They had them code Swan. I don't know, like fucking Swan. I looked everywhere for any like Swan sign to code, like nothing. He just said everything was in the Swan code, and I had no idea. I don't know what it
swan
means.
coat, like a coat that a swan would wear
It was
on
a
their
code.
feathers.
He just said this other family, the Swan family.
Oh, the swan.
But there was no name. Like I looked everywhere for anything Swan associated with Frederick Mallows. There is no Swan, so I'm assuming it's a code name. Like he assumed that people were going to read his journals and try to make sense of his plan. There's even a point in his journals where he's like talking to a third party, reading them and saying, you're not going to decipher everything. There's no way you can stop my plans. Like, I have plans for everything.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we need to get him, and he points to Huxley, under Delta Green surveillance and control.
No,
I don't know
of
if that means
course.
we need to move him or if we need to get people here.
I don't think we're moving him from this area. I think we move him from here. Like, this is where the ritual has to happen. This is where it locks him down.
Yeah, Delta Green needs to own this area, yeah.
Yeah.
But hold on. So, West, these guys want to kill literally everybody, even Kevin, even Agent Whispers, and the other one.
I'm just saying it's an option. I'm not saying we
Okay,
have to.
all
We need
right,
to kill all the cult members. We
Yeah,
need to kill.
they need to go.
All
Okay.
the members of the cult need to die.
All right.
I don't really fucking care. I think Hogan
I love it.
and Whisper, they're legit. They're the only ones that actually help me whenever I encounter them each
Good
repeating
to help
day.
somebody.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, they're the little, yeah. Kevin's kind of a handful. But like, everyone else I don't fucking care about on this island. Like, everyone's just kind of, I've been here for a month. Technically a day, but I've been here for a month.
What you read on the Palakikos? You think Beth and the kid have something to do with this too?
I don't. I think that Henry Palakiko, she points to one of the dead priests on the ground, and she's like, he's the only one that I could find that was also a part of this. Apparently, he wanted to sacrifice his son to do the actual ritual.
Yeah, that's what we kind of figured. That's why we chose Huxley instead.
And
Like, it sucks.
And Frederick from the
Yeah,
journals.
fuck that guy.
Frederick from the journals told he just said that he needed to keep the ritual from happening, so that's why he made Henry Palakiko one of the monks to keep an eye on him. Well, and I use that in air quotes, so that he wouldn't sacrifice his son to do the original ritual because he was kind of a purist.
We need to talk. We need to have a talk with Beth and make sure that she wasn't in on this religion thing.
I can't find anything dirty on Beth, but by all means,
Yeah.
she wasn't a focal point of my mission here.
Okay, so we need to
right, the
Reflux.
sisters.
You are Mr. Computer Wizard.
Yep.
We need to have some sort of document created that shows Tiffany Mallow signing this over to somebody that is part of Delta Green or some other sense, so that we can come in here and take over this land. She sold. Try to think of a business that she could sell it to, and we could create a shell. I'm assuming Delta Green's going to have like shell
I'm
corporations.
I'm pretty sure they probably already do. Yeah.
Yeah. Start trying to draft up a document showing the sale to a shell company. We can fill it in later with once we know that Delta Green has it, and that way we can get control of this area.
Heard.
So. Next, we need to go and remove anybody who's tied to this cult from this island. Flora, fauna, Crazy lady with the pin or the bells. Now, we need to have the discussion of
The fisherman. Don't forget
we need to
the
kill the
guy
fisherman as
on the
well.
dock. Maybe even his daughter, the radio host.
Sarah Pruitt.
Yeah.
Who's all talked to us? I guess that's what we need to figure out. We need to go revisit all these people, and we need to see if they remember us. And if they remember us, then we're going to have to take care of them.
So who
Unfortunately,
did
yeah,
we
I
meet
agree
the
with
first
that.
day?
We
We met
met-
the cafe people.
We met the cafe people, Beth, and all of them. That's the only people that we went to the first day before we went to the hotel.
So then,
So potentially-
we sent Kevin to everybody else.
We had him do the yeah.
Collect all the
Yes.
instruments.
So we need to know who remembers us, and if they remember us, then they get the old.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That's a gun.
Normally I wouldn't say like kill Sarah, but like she's gonna know that we killed everybody, and we can't know that. Like we can't have that be a
That's
law.
yeah. So and I think kind of because this all kind of spawns from I think Ace would tell you guys like this. I'm just thinking of the lady with the bell and her caretaker. She remembered us.
Yep.
Hell, I tried to bribe her. So I'm thinking there we maybe look like a murder-suicide. We have maybe her inject the old lady and then we can get a gun in her mouth. Or have her inject herself and kill herself and make it look like a suicide. Because we know that she's disgruntled against her. Maybe we write a note. Maybe we have her write a note at gunpoint. And we go that route.
You
But
thought of that so quick.
Yeah.
I've been thinking of this for a long time. Like, ever since we were coming to the climax of this, like, okay, we need to wipe this stuff.
Although I'm kind of curious, like, do people who live on this island, are they like registered with like as normal and like the government? Like, is that all a thing? Like, I don't know how that
I'm
works.
assuming so. They're all tax-paying citizens.
Even though like nobody's supposed to be on this island or whatever.
No, people aren't supposed to be on this island. It's just a hotel resort.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was like restrict. Like, you couldn't elect to come here. Like, it's.
Well, I mean, you can, but money can buy anything. So when the island,
Right.
when they purchased the land, then it was.
That's what I mean. Is like by the government standard, like nobody's supposed to be like living here like intentionally, right?
Oh yeah,
It's-
frigation, but not like permanent residency.
Right. So
Got
that's
it.
my thing. Is like everyone is actually like registered on other. They don't live here, so it's not like the government's like, oh shit, a bunch of people went missing from this island that nobody's supposed to be living on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So like I don't think there's much of a like meaning I think can't we just like kill everyone and there won't be like will the FBI like investigate this island, like we found a bunch of murders on this island that people aren't supposed to be in.
We are
right, this
also
is-
the highest authority.
Yeah, this
on
is
that.
why we need to lean on our
There's no cops.
resources.
Right,
Yeah.
right, exactly. So
We
I know this is
have
your first time
maritime
around.
law on our side.
it is, yeah.
Yeah, I know this is your first rodeo,
is.
but we have resources for this.
All right, sick.
Yeah, Delta Green will anything we need to do. Delta Green will cover up for us.
Right on.
All right, well, let's I guess let's test the theory out and pay a tribute or a visit to Sarah Pruitt, right?
So as
Yeah.
you come out of the hatch,
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm assuming you guys are having this conversation maybe in room 137 above everything or something like that.
I think we're still down in
No,
the-
we would have had the
Okay.
conversation
Okay.
underground.
Yeah, because we're having this west.
Totally
Yeah.
fine.
yeah.
So you come out of the hatch. You exit the door. You start to make your plan. Your solidify your plans. You start to head out of the hotel, and instead of like normal partying, like starting a party or people just like walking around cleaning up. It's still a little bit early because you guys did a speed run, so it's around noon, I would say. You start to hear like more commotion rather than like starting to party, and you see like some emaciated people walking around, and some people are like,
shit.
"Where have you been? We've been looking everywhere for you." And like, I mean, altogether there'd be like about 150, but like you don't know that. But there's like people all around being like, do you need to lay down? You look so tired. And some of these have like sunken cheeks, some of them not so sunken cheeks. It's just it depends on how long they've been in their little cycle.
Dunksters can't handle the drugs.
Yeah.
But they're just kind of like in little patches of like people like
starting
consoling
to think we
these
need to
people.
kill a lot more people than we thought.
Yeah. Some people like pop back into existence, like clipping into each other, and they're just like before they die, they're just screaming, and then they just die.
It's like the snap when they reappear.
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Thanos. Reappear all
Oh,
like
is that a thing? Like with the reverse snap from the
once they
Marvel?
redid it all, yeah, like people just like, but they appeared where they
okay.
were snapped out of
Oh,
existence. So
shit.
like,
Oh,
Yeah.
my God, that's funny.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Well, I hate to say this because this is always Tyler's first way to go about it, but I think maybe a firestorm would help purify this land.
Holy shit,
Yep.
firestorm.
So
I mean,
Crimson Sky.
Now
Jake wants to laugh at that joke, but he's too sick to laugh, and I appreciate it. He gave me the look.
So bad, dude.
I mean, now there's the question. We have this whole new problem. Like before, it was okay. We need to just keep the cult under wraps. So now we control it. Now it's 150 people just reappeared. Now that many people.
What
have
are they?
the story.
What are they saying as we're out there with them? What are they saying happened to them?
Yeah, true.
They're just saying, I don't know. There was just the same day over and over, and I it was like a nightmare. I just kept waking up in the same room, and I just kept coming out. And
They all today.
I don't know what happened, and they're all just like tired, and they just look like they want to sleep.
I know.
So do we? We need to create some sort of new street drug that maybe they got a hold of. It made them have this.
Mass hallucinations. We need to quarantine the island.
It's a bad LSD. Does that sound like an LSD thing that could happen? I don't know. I've never been on LSD.
Yeah. The
Just
problem,
cocaine.
That's the
We need to
problem.
call.
Are you saying like
get a
to keep them
CDC
alive?
contact?
No, I'm just trying to think of. I think Ace is trying to see if we could have some sort of like a plausible like. Yeah, we found like a bad batch of LSD on one of these boats, so we're thinking maybe these people just had a hallucination that they were in this day, and then they became super dehydrated.
Right.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of some way to
No,
That's
I
not a
like
bad
that.
idea.
spin it.
I like that in the way that we can use that to keep them on the island. To say, hey,
Yeah.
y'all, there's like in the water system, there was something bad. You need to stay. We have medication. Come to the hospital just to like keep them in almost.
And then we need to hire a bulldozer crew to dig giant mass graves if we're going to murder this many people. So that's something we also need to figure out.
Should we call it Delta Green?
I don't-
Yeah, we should call Delta
Because the
Green.
problem is, like, I think that people are going to get on their yachts and leave. So we need
Yeah.
to, like, lock down.
Yeah,
and,
I don't
like,
think we should murder those people. So if they don't
really?
remember, I don't think we should. I think Ace would be hesitant to kill the
It got
people
a lot
who
more
don't remember.
complicated.
So
But-
acid reflux is all about,
Well,
like,
this may also give us the reasoning we need to have an official,
Quarantine.
legal way to clear
Sure.
this island
Yeah,
off.
we got quarantine it.
my only problem with that, and this is so funny that I've flip flopped. Now I'm the one that want to kill him. So normally I would side on empathy, but wouldn't it be weird if a bunch of living people reported weird shit on this island specifically? Like, wouldn't that draw more attention later on? If people are like, wow, there's this common report on the internet about these people being on this
Mass
island.
poisoning, mass hallucination.
Yeah. It just, okay. All right. I'm for it.
So I'm thinking Strauss is like, okay, I'm going to go down to the dock, make sure no yachts leave, and like looks to West or Duffy or
Maritime badge law.
Maritime badge law. West, we need you to contact Easton. Or did she know him? Or
Oh,
is he-
yeah.
yeah.
And she's like, yeah.
Give him a rundown on what happened and tell him we need support.
Yeah, I
So,
just need to sit down for a second.
So give me the 2
No,
cents
do it
plan again.
now.
I'm going to lock down the dock so no yachts leave.
Okay.
We need to figure out a plausible story to either quarantine and get all these people debriefed and just be like, oh, you got poisoned or something.
Yeah.
So how are we going to do the? So there's 2 things, and I just want to know the plan. So you just tell me what the plan is, because like we want to keep those people alive, but we also want to kill all of the other people.
Well, we don't. This is the thing. We may not need to kill everybody on the island now that we have something that's like.
Okay.
We still need to kill the cultists.
We still need to kill the
Right.
cultists. That 100%
Yes.
needs to happen.
So the only conflict there that I want to make sure we have a plan for is if we kill if the people who are alive on the island find out about all of these other people that are dying, that is
Yeah, I think we take care of this first,
Okay,
and then once we get that handled, then we go
okay.
kill the other.
I like it.
people.
Okay, that's what I want to hear.
So yeah, I can go with Strauss down to the thing, and we can flash some badges. If you want us to give us like a bureaucracy roll or anything here to keep everybody here,
Yeah.
you let me know.
I thought we need a megaphone. So I look for that.
So you're going down to the dock, or
I think we're gonna go to try to stop any.
Just
ships
lock
from
it down.
leaving.
Make sure no yachts leave this island.
I bet
Yeah,
there's a
yeah.
megaphone.
It is
on
under.
one of
It
these
is
yachts.
under quarantine for. Do you want to just say like a biological agent or something?
Yeah.
We don't want to scare him too much, almost. So it has to be the right.
So
thing,
I think
right?
it would make sense. We could be like, we think somebody brought in some bad drugs and they got into the
Yeah,
system here. We
bad
don't know
drugs.
who's all affected, but we
like
want to
it.
make sure no one leaves here so we can have a chance to get a number
Yeah.
so we can get them the medication they need.
I think that's the
I like
best
it.
solution. Yeah.
sure. I think bureaucracy is probably a good role for that.
What's your bureaucracy?
My bureaucracy.
I got
is-
50.
Okay, good because I have 10%.
Okay, I'm give it a try.
Yeah, Duffy is also got a good one.
I got 60 if we need a backup.
Nice.
46 under
Nice,
50.
nice.
Got that shit finally.
Hell yeah.
Okay, yeah. You go down to the docks. You say like, flash your badge. You say this is now officially quarantined. No one's officially or not quarantined, but like locked off until you find the source of whatever.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Give me all your yacht keys.
Everyone's kind of like already. They're distracted right now with all these people coming out that
Yeah,
they thought
I'm
were
sure.
missing. So like whatever law you imply about people not leaving isn't really a main priority to them. So they don't really pay much attention to you.
You know what we could do? We could wrap this all up with Tiffany and say that she was running some kind of drug operation
I love
and had all
that.
these people kidnapped.
Damn, that's
That's
good.
good.
Yeah.
And we don't know any details right now.
And then we're gonna sew like the drugs into them and ship them back out.
Yeah, there we go.
Fuck it, let's make it even more fucked up. Make it look terrible.
Holy shit, I
If you
mean,
just-
it
I mean,
works.
then
It
we can
works
blame
well.
everything on Tiffany.
Yeah.
Have a reason to
Perfect.
confiscate everything.
But how do we explain she's dead, or do we say she's vanished?
She vanished.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, that smells so good.
Smart.
Y'all are good at this.
All right, you're just gonna leave her body down in the crypt area?
Goddamn right, she doesn't deserve a burial. Fuck her.
Yeah, fuck that.
No, nice. No, that works out. Works out.
That whole underground abyss is going to be a Delta Green lab in about 2 weeks.
So yeah, I think that's a good call. As we can cover it up that way. So we maybe even turn to Reflex. Like, you want to doctor up some documents there on our computer?
Already on it.
Die to it.
I'm sitting there blogging.
Fun fact: Cody types even faster than that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I've gotten 110 words per minute as my top speed.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
That's not stenographer good, or what is that? Is that what it was? Right? Is it the?
Yeah.
Stenographers have the special
They got
keyboards.
I know that
Yeah.
crazy keyboard. Oh
Yeah.
my god, they're insane,
Fucking wingding that shit.
dude. Yeah, like it's basically a piano. You have to hit multiple keys at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's
oh
insane.
yeah, and I don't ever want to do that because my brain is not that
Yeah.
good at keeping up with stuff. Okay, so you keep everything down. You start to formulate a plan, keeping Tiffany or blaming Tiffany for everything, drugs and all that. From there, you contact Delta Green. West contacts Easton, tells him everything. Where do you go from there?
Ooh, well, we want to make sure Delta Green's going to take over this island. Mm-hmm. We need to kick everybody else off a bit, but who do we need to go check on to see if they remember us?
Sarah Pruitt would be the one. I think the one thing we want to check with, because she was the one that we went to after day one.
So I
So
don't.
we need to take Reflux and Duffy, and maybe
Yeah.
I'll go to 4 of us and visit. And if she remembers them, then we kill her and that fucking bird.
IT. I never met her, so I'll be there for support. But
Not Topanga, bro.
Birds talk, dog.
It just
She
says
does.
the code.
Birds talk.
He just
Yep.
says the
She did.
the
She-
Until it just starts going bang, 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 bang.
She used to say, "What happened to my hands?" And then-
He slobbers, bro.
Sorry, what
I
are you
know.
saying?
No. It's okay, so your plan right now is to see Sarah Pruitt?
Yeah, see if she remembers these 2 from the other day.
All
So we
right.
roll up to the station, find Mad Dog McCraw or whatever her name is.
How long do you think all this takes about? So you got out of the hatch
God.
about noon.
That probably takes us like an hour and a half to get like all the yachts figured out,
Situated.
get back in there.
So like 2 right now? to
Sure.
get, like,
I
okay.
think we can go with that.
We should. Yeah. No, that sounds right.
Okay, so you go to the radio station, and it's just like I know these 2 have been here, but it's just
Never
kind of a
been.
trailer.
Okay.
There's a big satellite on top of the trailer. It's kind of in like its own little nook. It's kind of a high-end trailer, one of those silver streamline ones, you know. But it's kind of like has some like rust points too, so it's like on the older side and well loved, but
Gotcha.
not super new, but
Okay.
still one of the streamlined ones. Okay, you knock on the door.
Yeah, we knock on the door.
All right, knock on the door, and you see a Melissa McCarthy type bridesmaid character. She's wearing like capris with socks and sandals, and like a Hawaiian shirt with a vest.
Yeah. I don't come in at all. Like, I don't want her to see me, and I don't want to know what the fuck happens in there because I actually thought she was pretty cool. So I'm just.
Well, we need one of you to be there. So if Duffy wants to come,
all right.
Sure, I'll go in.
Stuff.
yeah, I just need her to see if she recognizes you guys.
Yeah.
So she opens the door and she looks around, and does she see? Are you there?
I'm like
He stays in the car.
I like specific like a 15-year-old hiding from a crush. Like I'm like on the other side of the car. Like I'm like where the wheel is. Like,
And she looks around at all of you, and she's just like, well. Look at all these European cocktails coming to my trailer. What can I do for you?
You're the radio lady, right?
Ooh, yeah, one and only Sarah Pruitt, Macaw McGraw, daytime radio host of this island. It's good to see you, sweet chicks. What can I do?
Yeah, just that was a loud boom. We'll start there. Yeah, we've been doing some stuff on the island here and keep hearing you on the radio station, so we wanted to come out here and put a face to the voice, see if it matched up and everything. So
Want to see the island celebrity? Oh,
yeah, of course, yeah, that's it.
yeah.
Oh, and I would have relayed just to like say something is like when we were giving each other information about the day to day, I would have told them that her radio recording wasn't her being aware of the time loop. It was just a coincidence based on what she said that day. She was like,
Gotcha.
where the same
True.
thing happens every day. She was referring to
The
nothing
partying?
happening. Yeah,
Gotcha.
exactly. So,
Okay.
anyways,
So she
that's
doesn't
what I
recognize.
want to make that clear.
She doesn't recognize us. Then.
She didn't say anything about Duffy or anything?
No, she looks at all three of you equally with sultry eyes.
Gotcha.
She's just like, there's a cotton back. Big enough
No
for
thanks, man.
four.
No, thank you. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
So we can just leave her.
Yeah, but all right, take it easy.
Oh, so many beefcakes getting out of my reach now. I'm always here, Daytime Island Radio. Oof, yeah.
Good to know.
You know how to get a hold of me.
Yep, just come knocking, right?
Oh, it's just trailers,
Unless the trailers are rocking.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, sick.
Slowly uncock the gun.
Yeah. All right, good. I just leave out a sigh, and I'm like, all right, cool.
I shoot her anyways.
Oh my god, cold blooded.
Her body just arrives and she's like,
Exactly.
Hey, where are the other family? No!
Yeah, the day resets. Somehow she was like,
I swan and a pair of her birds. That's the connection.
it wasn't the second compliment of Topanga.
Well, we're already on that island side, so let's go.
Yeah, let's go check out
Let's go visit. We got
the old lady whose name I can never remember.
Lenore Graves. 'Cause
Lenore
she's
Graves.
a cunt.
Yeah, I think we go there and we work
have
our way
to-
back.
We have,
We're not going to kill her yet. We don't need to kill her yet. We need to get this thing solved, and then we'll come back and get them.
Right.
But
Yep.
so
Well,
this is.
You were already there today, technically.
Were we there today?
Yeah, because you needed to get the bell
I
for the
thought we
ritual.
had.
Okay.
Did we
what's the name did that?
What?
We had Homeboy go grab it. We had Hogan.
Oh, you did this time.
Yes.
Sorry, I took notes of all that, but I forgot.
No,
Yeah.
you're good.
No, I thought you sped. No, you sped run the second day, and then this is
Well,
a time.
I wrote down.
I was gonna say.
I wrote down. We speed run to Kevin's house and get the hotel key. He gets instruments. We get the bell. So we did go to
That's what
her.
we did there.
Well, and this is just my understanding, is like, we were reliving the same day, but this now is not that day. This is, we
broke the loop.
snapped
Yes.
into what the correct time is. We're on the
Well,
21st.
we hope.
We
don't know.
We
I
don't
mean,
know. We have no idea.
Yeah, I
All
guess.
right, we go to bed and wake up the next day.
Yeah.
What happened?
So I guess, like,
Yeah, I guess what day is it?
can I check some kind of calendar somewhere?
You check with
Yeah,
calendar.
yeah.
Okay, you check, and it is. How do I describe it? It is.
Typically a day.
It's either the 18th or the 20th, I think.
It is the. I want to.
It's June 2nd.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out like it timey-wimey what would make sense in this continuation.
Because,
And-
like, I don't think it would make sense that it's the 18th, because then that would mean everyone's current
No,
day.
you're right. It would be the 20th.
Yes.
I
okay,
agree.
Got it.
So we skip ahead 3 days.
So what we did earlier today hasn't happened today.
Right. Today.
Why not?
But the loops.
Because what we did happened on the 18th.
Okay, but if we skip ahead to the 20th, that just means we skip ahead. Doesn't mean that the whole day restarted necessarily.
So
That would be another time.
So
loop.
the problem with this is funny. This is great philosophy. The reason why the 18th doesn't work is because everyone in their time loops were doing things in their own time loop, and so like.
So why doesn't it make sense that we woke up on the 18th and sped run it? Why does all that mean that it doesn't make sense that day happened? We make it halfway through the 18th and we stop it from looping. Why does that mean that the beginning of the 18th didn't happen?
The problem with that theory is that everyone's relative truths for their own time loop lock would have to universally simultaneously be true. So, for example, if we moved a car on our day, but then someone else in their time loop
But
moved the car,
nobody else was trapped on the 18th.
that's what I mean. So, like, if someone who was trapped on the 17th moved that car, and
Why
then
why does skipping ahead 3 days or anything fix that?
because the only way that makes sense is because if our time loops weren't locked to a true timeline, then the things we did on our locked time loops are basically another universe. They did not happen. We didn't
I have a
grab-
better solution.
Yeah.
Time travel's not real. Misha, did the day restart or not?
No, that's true. I'm trying to keep. I'm a little sleep deprived, so I am trying to keep up and see what.
I was just
would
saying-
Are
make-
you telling us it is the 20th?
You're the DM.
Yes.
You tell us what day it is.
Yeah.
And we
So-
say, cool. And we
so-
go along with it.
My original plan was just to continue on with the same day, so the 18th.
So
but
it's the 18th?
I do understand where Cody's coming from. However, it's a very good argument. I just didn't take into account that small fact, even though I thought I planned out everything.
That's all right. Yeah, whatever works. I'm not going to die on the hill.
I have another thing. If you're talking about all the changes people make in their loop, well, we broke them all out of it, so that all went away.
I won't argue it, but that's reductionist.
So I'm just going to go with my original plan, say it's the 18th, but I am going to say that I also agree with Cody with your stance on this. So that's just where I stand. But because of the writing and where I went with this, I'm just going to say it continues on with the same day, the 18th.
Okay, good.
And everyone just pops into this timeline because this is your timeline, which you finish the ritual in, and
whoever
that's
finishes
just
the ritual, their timeline becomes the true timeline.
Then we need to figure out, does the old lady remember us? I mean, there's no reason she wouldn't, but we need to double check 100%.
It doesn't matter if she remembers or not. We're going to kill her.
I guess that's true.
I don't give a fuck if she remembers me. I'm going to fucking murder her. She's part of this cult.
Well, let's go find Lenora Graves then.
All right.
Well, hold on.
I
I don't think we want to kill them right away while we're still trying to figure out contain this.
I guess that's true.
I think the plan is to contain this, get that all under wrapped, and then once the heat from that dies down. So maybe we do like another day or two here, trying to. What does Delta Green say? Once Wes gets a hold of them, we go talk to McGraw. We come back and meet with Wes. What did Easton say to her? Are they going to send a team out?
Yeah, Easton says, you solved it. He said, congratulations to your cell in particular, because your cell solved it in 24 hours, which is amazing. So good job, because in his timeline, you guys just got there.
We just got there yesterday.
It's going to get a promotion, right?
Yeah. That's why we're the rad cell.
Rad cell. And then she said that they will be sending some cleanup crews to, make everything, like, clean up all the bodies. There's no more, like, sunken. They're trying to contain everything. So
I think we tell them the steps you've already taken.
Sure, yeah.
So, I mean, the good news there is there's only a couple bodies this time.
Yeah,
and they're all underground in a hidden place.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And they don't smell because, like, all the juice in their body is just, like, gone. So it's just like they're just raisins in a dehydrator.
There's nothing to poop when they die, so they're good.
Exactly. Yeah. So, she's like, they'll be here. They're taking care of everything. Red Sack is on the dock like he said he would be. Are
we leaving today then? And are we waiting for them to come back and then we're leaving?
Whatever you guys want to do. Red Sack is just there from noon to 6 every single day.
I guess that's the question.
So it's just like up to you guys.
What do you guys want to do? You want to kill him tonight, or you want to kill him tomorrow? Get a good night's rest. Get our shooting. Get our shooting energy back.
I want to get a good night's rest while we formulate a plan.
Wait, sorry. Who are we talking about killing?
Get rid of this penalty.
I was blacking out.
Yeah, that's a good call. Get rid of the penalty.
No, I mean anybody connected to this cult that has any information.
Yeah, so we're killing the two sisters. Yeah. We're killing Lenore Graves.
We're killing the two sisters, and we're taking
the books,
and the scroll. 100%. That needs to be part.
And then
of
we're killing Old Man on the Dock.
I'm putting a checkbox next to everyone we're killing
Palakiko
on my map.
He's not Palakiko, but
although Old Man Palakiko might need to go.
He's Pruitt.
No, I don't think we have to kill Old Man Palakiko. He didn't remember.
Yeah, I guess he wasn't part of anything.
Yeah, he wasn't part of anything. He wasn't a true believer.
That's true.
He didn't see anything.
Hey,
I mean, are you sure he doesn't need to die
if you guys want to kill him, go for it. I think Ace is kind of just like, I mean, he didn't really. They didn't call him. They called him a non-believer.
I
he
guess
wasn't
a
blind
believer,
man.
So.
We would have to orphan Dalton too, so it's probably better.
We're not gonna kill the mom,
right? Okay, right. Okay,
she's the other family.
Yeah,
we don't know. I mean, that's definitely an interrogation we could have to her. Like, how much were you?
Yeah.
Do we tell her that we found her husband?
I don't think so. I mean, they've already moved past and they think he's gone forever and he's dead. No reason to dig up old wounds.
Right. So yeah, John, Beth, Dalton.
Okay. So I think, do we want to rest today?
Yeah, we want to get a rest tonight. Get rid of this penalty we've got.
Where are we sleeping?
Well, you already have a room at the cafe.
Yeah.
That's where you put all your bags and your luggage before you went over to the hotel the first day.
That's right.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, there's technically 2 rooms with 2 beds. It's on top of the... Oh, no, it's at the inn. The inn is called the inn. The cafe is called the cafe. Yeah. I roadhoused it.
I mean, yeah.
So we're going to rip someone's throat out in honor of that.
Go to... Jeez. Go get some rest for tonight. Relax.
Okay.
And then tomorrow.
Check every fucking room for an eyeball symbol when we get into those rooms.
Yes.
Sure.
Lift up everything, no eye symbols?
No eye symbol in the inn or the cafe. Well, the cafe pictures, but not the inn. There's no, like, anything under the carpet. You rip up the carpet. You're a terrible guest, but there's no eye symbol anywhere.
Yeah.
No eye symbol.
How much I think I would go downstairs, like maybe put a food order in, but like, how much? These are really cool art you got on the wall here. How much would it cost to buy one of those by chance?
So this is the day after you guys did rest?
No, like go down
Okay.
and like order food for the night or something like that.
Sure. And the artwork, what do you mean by artwork?
They have the paintings on the wall with the symbols and all that, and them in the like
Pictures.
The pictures.
Well, there's like the photos. There's no like
I'd ask her for like how much to buy the photos. Like I gotta like collect on kind of like kitschy stuff like this. I was wondering how much would it cost to buy those from you.
Oh, that's just history of the island. Why would anyone want history of something that doesn't apply to
Well,
them?
you know, being here, you know, memory of where I've been, kind of thing.
Yeah. You're asking too many questions. Pow, 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 pow.
So Beth just like looks confused at you, and she's like looking at him, and she's just like, "Well, they're just so sun faded, and that's just so odd." She just throws out her like a random number. She's like, $800 for everyone of all the pictures. Sure.
All right, sure, cool.
I mean, or we could just say they committed a crime and we're confiscating all like record of them or something.
Then I'd have to have you roll like
yeah.
persuade or bureaucracy
that's
because that's just like a weird
That's true,
thing.
yeah.
But if you bribe her, then she accepts, and then I'll probably
yeah,
then
yeah.
that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he'd be like, all right, I'll let me think about that and I'll let you know. I think I would put in a requisition to Easton them like, there are symbols here tied to this cult. We need to get these photos off the wall.
Okay, and you take the photos off the wall, and that's kind of like you see like the outline because
Right.
like the photo's been there for so
Right.
long. And she's just like cleaning a cup, and she's looking at you like, that's so weird.
That's bigger than you did. Just keep-
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So
You're welcome.
John Palakiko and Dalton are where they were the day.
Yeah.
Every single day that you've seen them, even though it's the same day. Well, technically the day after, but yeah.
And all right, so we go to bed that night. Wake up on the 20th or the 19th.
You wake up in 237. No, I'm just joking. I'm scaring you guys so much, though. You do wake up not in 237. You wake up the next day, which you would assume it is a different radio
Nice.
thing. If you tune into the radio to see if it's a different broadcast, it is a different broadcast.
Very nice.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll to recover my willpower
Sure.
for the night's rest, so I get 2 willpower points back.
Nice.
Puts me to 11 out of 13, and I want to attempt to recover some HP, which I forgot how fucking brutal HP recovery is in Delta
You get like
Green.
1 point.
So would you consider that we rested in a safe place with proper food and water?
I would say that, yes.
Okay. I can attempt a con times 5 test once per day, which I'll probably hit.
Go for it.
So let's check it out. Nope. 86.
Oh my god.
Well, if I'd managed it, I would have recovered 1 hit point.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
Do we gain willpower every night we sleep? Is it 1d6?
1d6, yeah.
Okay.
I got 3 back, so I'm up to maximum willpower edge.
I'm kind of wondering. Should we tell Beth? Like, should we? Because like she was, her husband was missing, right? Like straight
Yeah.
up.
They
First
assumed
years.
they assumed he was dead.
Oh, okay.
Thought he died at sea.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's
Okay,
why
got it.
that's why Chris
We
brought
can
it
tell
up.
her, like, hey, we found your cousin's body.
That's just more
Yeah.
questions. Where'd you
more
find it?
questions.
Oh, in a
Yeah.
dark abyss
I
under
was,
the
like,
hotel with a
wondering,
pile
yeah.
of other bodies.
I was like curious, but yeah, I think it's better this way. Yeah.
Okay, well, we wake up. Do we each go, like, one by one? We don't have one car, right? So we can't do that. We can't
Yeah.
have...
Quick status update. What's does Delta Green have an ETA on the cleanup cruise?
Yeah, because it's like kind of a remote island and it's kind of a journey to get there since there's no like direct flights or anything like that. It is going to take about 24 to 48 hours to get to the island to do anything.
So I think we would stay there until we knew another crew was there. That's
Yeah.
what we would do.
Sure.
I would want to check in with the hotel, make sure it's still using my Coast Guard ID, make sure no yachts are leaving. We're on still quarantine just in case.
Yeah.
What are they doing with the people that appeared?
Well, they're kind of like since they're not no longer like outside. Like, you kind of assume that they all kind of either go to a room in the hotel to like lay down and rest, or to a yacht to lay down and rest.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, has the hotel management, without Tiffany being there,
Well, you kind
have
of
they
see,
have they? What are they doing about
They're
these?
probably freaking out because Tiffany, they can't
didn't-
find
she never
Tiffany.
showed up
She
to
never showed
work.
up for work.
Right.
So they're kind of like you kind of see staff members kind of like, do you know, we're like whispering, like trying not to be
Yeah.
like super panicked, but they're trying to figure out what happened.
Yeah. Her yacht's still there. It's not blown up. We didn't.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, there was a commotion, but there was no you had like an excuse for why you were taking Tiffany.
I wonder if we could just use our cover as Coast Guard to then we just take over.
We might.
Yeah.
We are the highest ranch here,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, and then there's no sheriff.
And we're
Sheriff hasn't showed
sparing
up.
the hotel staff, was it? Are we sparing them?
Yeah, it didn't seem like many of them were in on it.
Yeah.
We need to go check and see. That's a good point to follow up on the sheriff's
Yeah.
shit and see if he had any
We could-
notes or anything tied to this.
That's a good
Yeah.
call.
If he knew anything about the secondary family,
Yeah, you're right. 'Cause he knew the code.
because where does he? Do we know where he lives?
I mean, it's probably easy to find out where he lives.
Sure.
Are you going to go to the sheriff, like the office place, or like where they're like the deputies are and everything? It was,
He'll
like,
probably search his office, but like, hey, we have reason to believe that the sheriff, he didn't show up for work either. So we could be like, we have reason to believe that he might be working with Tiffany Mallows on something. So we're gonna check his office. We need his home address to go take a look there too and make sure he hasn't fled or anything like that.
How many deputies are there, like in the station?
Like
Like,
3.
Yeah, probably around three,
Okay.
3, 4.
And they're not going to be a problem. If they become a problem,
I mean, I'm flashing my badge immediately saying the
Yeah.
Coast Guard's taking jurisdiction over this.
okay.
They're plebs.
Look at us. We're the law now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're in the sheriff's office and you're like rummaging around
let's
and
do that
stuff,
first.
Yeah.
if like, this is a search, go ahead and
Yep.
whoever's in his office doing a search, go ahead and do a roll for me.
I will help.
Nope.
Missed.
93 over 51.
91.
81 over 22.
Ooh, I got a 10 under 50.
Nice.
Nice.
So that's why we need Duffy.
Wait, so 000 is a 100, right?
Yes. Yes.
10 and 0 is 10.
Yes.
I got
Yes.
a 10. Okay.
All right. As you guys are rummaging through, Duffy is like he's like tossing chairs aside, like trying to get to like file cabinets. And as he's like moving chairs and file cabinets, you notice that one of the floorboards kind of moves.
Oh,
I
shit.
pry it up.
You pry it up. Darkness. There's a little stairway going
Oh,
down.
shit.
I go down the stairs.
You go down the
I'm
stairs.
coming with.
And it's like normal light now. If you have like a flashlight or a phone light, you kind of flash it around. It's just you don't see any walls. It's just
We should make sure the
darkness.
deputies don't see this. So, like, we should. I don't know how open this is,
yeah.
but like, generally, we should just be like, nope. Like, we should have some people.
Well, I
keeping
mean,
it back.
we're not in his office, we're in his house, aren't we?
You're in his
We're in
offices.
the
Oh, this
yeah.
is an
Yeah.
office.
So we
Yeah.
should like tell them, like, go. You have the day off. Like, get out of here. You bother me.
We think we might have found something here. We don't want to quarantine the scene. If you guys could leave, just to make sure we have less bodies in here.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
They hear the word quarantine and they're like, oh,
I got a 38 for my bureaucracy, so
Nice.
nice.
get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're out of your element. Get out of here.
If you look down on like the floor, you see like the stone is the same stone that was in the catacomb.
So the fucking altar here.
Or this leads to that one.
Yeah, it's all one big thing.
Oh, is it that close?
I mean, it's a good walk,
Oh,
but
shit.
like
We could. Would that be a reasonable assumption?
Yeah.
That
it
it's
would be a reasonable assumption to think that they would be connected because, like, you know, if he needs to take people into his office to take them over to a ritual, it'd be a lot easier to do it that way.
But we
That
don't
makes-
find a secondary ritual site.
You don't find a
Okay,
secondary
so somehow
ritual
it's
site.
connected either like
There's a
it's-
big old
okay.
cat. There's a
I see.
Big tunnel.
under the island is probably a
Okay.
big
Got it.
catacomb.
All right.
Catacomb.
Catacomb.
Big old cat.
All right. Cool. Well, fuck.
Big old
No.
cat.
Yeah. Who knows how many other entrances there are?
Right.
Damn.
Maybe at all the other people's houses.
Yeah. Shit. Maybe we need to start searching. All right. I think that's a long-term thing with Delta.
Yeah, that's
Green.
that-
that's part of the cleanup.
Other Delta Green can handle
Sure.
that.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything in his house that we can find related to this other family?
Yeah. So
In
we're
his
looking-
house, you find like the same thing that you probably found in
16 under 22 for
Nice.
search.
Oh yeah, I
Nice,
probably. I'm glad he passed because I was about to tell you. He had like a whole bunch of like paperwork and like missing people's reports,
Right.
but that he just never signed. So like stuff that was in the green box area you knew about. You found just like a whole bunch of like typical sheriff things, like a whole bunch of animal busts sitting on the wall or whatever.
Punisher
Typical
Skulls.
sheriff things.
Right.
A thin blue line flag.
You do see some like bleeding eye shit around. You see like
Symbology.
uniforms, stuff like that, but nothing that's just like, oh my god.
Nothing from Frederick.
Nothing that
Nothing
says
from
the other
Frederick.
family is named.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Is there anything from Frederick that we see in like Frederick's
Or
handwriting?
mention to a swan.
Not that you. Well, it would. He I will say that he does have, if you looked in his desk, he would probably have some handwritten notes of like instructions from a handwriting that you would find familiar, which is from Frederick. And it's just like, probably like access codes to the hatch, like probably copies of the rituals that need to be done and like stuff like that. And like,
Dude, this is the other family. We might not need to have another family.
Yeah, I mean,
but we don't know.
You don't know.
Nonetheless. Okay, cool. Perfect.
Good thing he's dead.
True. All right, so we're good. We are kosher. We woke up. We wait till the Delta Green team comes back, and then we have a montage of us.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Well, they're all old people. I'm not going to make you go through each one and then roll and have an initiative on it. Like, you have guns.
So I would just
old.
say for Lenore Graves, we make that look like a murder-suicide. We either force the lady at gunpoint to write something, and then we inject her, and then inject Lenore, and then with sedative, like overdose on the sedative.
Unfortunate caretaker.
Because we know that she was disgruntled towards her. Or maybe we don't even have her write her note. We just do it and make it look like she did it. And I'm sure she's complained to other people about how much she hates working for the old lady.
Sure.
And she finally snapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other ones, I mean, we can make it look like a robbery if we want. Or we could take that sedative and just inject them all.
I was thinking if the other Delta Green team, like one of our backup cleanup crew is here to help us with the hotel situation, get all that under our control. Well, while they're doing all that, at night we can just break into these old ladies' homes, inject them with something, and then steal the shit out of their museum.
Yeah, so.
So I'm going to say from like this point onward, it's just going to probably be like a montage.
Just gonna need a montage.
Grown men murdering old women.
What would be the song for that even?
Another one bites the dust.
I didn't know. Yeah, I know.
That's a good one.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. So like,
And another one gone, and another one gone.
you guys, one by one, you kind of take care of these, loose ends, the old people. Do you leave like the next day while you see like the Delta Green? They probably arrive on the dock.
We'd probably give them a breakdown of like, hey,
Sure.
check these four locations for 5 bodies and just be safe.
Sure.
Yeah.
Dispose of them.
And then, so you...
We'd have to debrief like some
Yeah.
authority. Like this
in
is
the green box, you will find the scroll and the scroll put together, and then you will find all of Frederick Marlowe's
Okay. Sure.
books.
that was like a whole bookshelf, though, right?
Oh yeah.
That might take us a while to move, but yeah.
I mean, we got a day, but yeah, we
Tiffany-
put those in the green box.
The journal from Tiffany's room, like everything that Frederick
You
ever
have the
wrote.
documents you've created that we can say, like we provided the documents, linking her to like the Sonoma drug cartel, funneling this stuff in, and like we think, that kind of stuff.
So I'm going to picture, and this is how I see it going down in my head. So if there's any correction, feel free to pitch in. So I kind of see all of this debriefing shit going down on the dock. So like Rutsak's on the boat. There's probably a couple more Delta Green boats that are probably on the dock as well.
Sure.
And they're probably full of Delta Green agents. Where, like you're talking to them, you're recapping them. There's no there's no Pruitt. Herman Pruitt. There's no Herman Pruitt on the dock because you guys killed him. So the body is wherever you put the
Floating
body.
in the water. That's what he's doing.
To make it look like a fishing accident.
Off in the distance.
Heart attack. Shit sucks. Fell in the water.
Off in the distance, you hear Kevin on land just like screaming, but you don't really hear him because he's so far away. But he's just kind of like waving. He's just like, don't touch the green,
Just for closure, I would have, in our festivities, in the last day, like I would have gone to Kevin, just shook his hand, and be like, "Thanks for your help, man."
Oh, nice. Okay,
Yeah.
he appreciates that.
That way.
And he gives you like a salute.
Yeah.
He doesn't know that you're on the anyway.
Did a good job, Ewok. Take it easy.
You're debriefing. The Delta Green agents are taking notes. They're like doing their guns, prepping their guns and everything. And you're loading up your luggages into Rutsak's boat. You're ready to head home. Everything's being like taken care of, and as the Delta Green agents, as you're like departing the island with Rutsak complaining that you guys just finished it in 24 hours, and he's just like, well, 48 hours because he took an extra day to kill everyone. Yeah. He's just like, fuck you guys. I could have been a part of that. I could have been a part of that action, but I got fucking grounded. Oh man, I swear to God, if this happens again, I'm just gonna off myself. I'm not gonna be a fucking taxi driver ever again.
That's cute. Good job.
And so Delta Green they walk onto the dock. They have their notes and they're like, all right, fall out, go. And then so they have all their teams are going to the green box, and then instructed where the hatch is and the code to the hatch, which I'm assuming you guys gave them.
Of course.
And they descend into the hatch. and it's empty.
What the fuck? Oh, because the other path, like they could have just took him or whatever. Like it wasn't closed up. Yeah, good point.
So as
The one body's still there, right? Home dudes? Huxley's body's on the...
Huxley's gone.
Oh.
Yeah,
And
that's the one that's moved. Yeah.
And as you guys blissfully unaware, as like Delta Green is like panning out in this room trying to locate, they see the pile of bodies. They see Tiffany Mallows in a chair tied. They see everything but Huxley.
Wow.
And they see the monks dead. And as you guys are leaving and departing the island, blissfully unaware of what is happening, in a location undiscernible to you all, it's just in a location
The
you
audience
see,
just sees something.
a lone white cloaked figure saying, "Don't worry, grandfather, I'll take it from here." And he's standing over an unconscious Huxley in a location where you don't know where it is.
no
and he
idea.
takes off his hood and you see Ted Merriweather.
Who?
You know the guy that Ace tried to wrestle?
The fucking rich kid?
The rich kid.
Oh my god.
And he takes off his hood and he's like, "I have it, grandfather. I'll take it from here."
God
Should
damn
have
it,
burned
of
down the
course.
fucking island.
Yeah.
I knew it.
And that
Well,
is where Spring Break at the Hemlock ends.
Damn.
There we
Good
go.
job.
see one more final shot on the boat. Strauss pulls his gun out, whispers to himself,
Sniper, yeah.
"Only 4 more loose ends."
I just want to say thank you so much for letting me run this campaign.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, thank you for running
I
it.
appreciate it.
I had so much fun. This was such a blast. We'll do a recap
Damn,
episode
dude.
after this.
Yeah,
And
the
we're-
recap's gonna be dope.
We're letting,
Stay tuned for that.
We're letting Jake go home though because he's just like he's not feeling well, guys.
He's sick.
It was a blast, though. It was
Hi.
fucking awesome.
Thank you all so much. I just want to thank I want to thank my friends Paula and Maria again. You guys like helped me with this. It was so fun. I had a blast. You guys are awesome. Thanks for being good sports,
Dude.
This was just so much fun, and I thought I'd be happy that it's ending because then I don't have to worry about it anymore. But now I'm kind of like,
Yeah,
well,
you're
I
kind
mean-
of sad. Yeah.
Well, that's why you start making the next one.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, no, that was an awesome. I mean, this was like completely custom written. Like it's really cool just to see what came out of your head. It was dope. Like it was super fucking.
That was
Thank you
fantastic.
so much. Thanks. All right. Well, we'll see you guys next week in the recap episode. Thank you so much for joining in. My first campaign, so this is really cool. So thanks everyone.
Yeah.
See you next week.
Good job.
I remember the first time I learned what ASMR was. I was
I
like,
know.
okay, that's like that and vor. I was like, okay,
Oh my god.
okay.
Vor.
these are things.
I mean,
and
have you
Wait, at the
for
same
y'all-
time?
Yeah,
I don't
right.
think so. Maybe
Vor
vor
ASMR.
So, I don't know, maybe.
I mean, that's definitely a thing.
Oh, I guarantee it.
Yeah, yeah.
The sound of yourself being eaten.
Yeah, I mean, but what kind of eating? You know the other permutations of vor?
Jesus.
No, I don't.
Okay, so there's just to be, there's every time of vor.
Do we want to put this on a podcast?
There's, yeah, I mean, just real quick. By the way, I'm just a person on the internet. I'm not into this. Just to be clear about this, there's like
Hey, and even if you were,
I mean,
That's
it's
just
okay,
what somebody
right?
who's
I'm
into
not
it would say.
shaming.
Except you.
I just have to be clear. This isn't me, but it's there's normal mouth vor, of course, just being
Right.
eaten. But then there's every other type of vor you can think of. So we're talking anal vor, vaginal vor, and also
That makes
think
sense.
about this. There's cock vor, which is the absorption through the urethra of a penis.
Oh.
So yep. So,
oh, that's that brings
You
you back to
can
Wednesday.
cut this
so.
out.
I just
boy.
want to point out that Jake is in Zen mode right now because he is just like he's not feeling well. He's out of it.
I didn't know what vor was at all.
Oh yeah, it's people who enjoy the concept of being eaten. It's not necessarily sexual, but it is often sexual.
Now I get it.
Yeah.
There's like that. There's there's balloon fetishes. There's like inflation fetishes.
Inflation, yeah.
I've also seen
The
dick
world's
nipples.
a weird place, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see dick nipples?
There are dick nipples are a thing, and I'm surprised I haven't seen dick nipple vor because that's
Dick
technically
nipples.
yeah,
like
it's
a penis with nipples?
It's like nipples
No, like
that
nipples with penis. That are
yeah,
penises.
they're like essentially.
Oh, okay. I guess
Yeah.
that's the other way. I thought it was like a big old dick with like nipples on the underside.
Jake
Like
the
is
balls are
even more
nipples.
in his
like
like
a
quiet
cat's
place.
underbelly.
I'm just trying to hide my massive boner.
Same, dude. Same.
I'm as bricked up as James Palacico right now.
Christ. Get the hell out of here.
Wow.
I might put this at the end of the episode. We'll see.
Yeah, it'll be a coin toss.
Put it for the Patreon.
Yeah.
Patreon, yeah.
I don't want to lock anything behind
Unhinged
there,
Patreon clips.
but this is who we are.
Oh, okay.